Good day, Tanisha. Have a seat. I'm going to give you this, and today we're going to review um, some tools that we're going to use, or a tool we're going to use to help us in our counseling situation, to help you to get to a better relational outcome for you and your family system. Um, So I'm going to read, and you can just follow on your handout, and I'm going to read it to you, and then we can talk about it. Okay? It has been revealed that in human relationships, we enter into patterns of personally relating interactions with other people, and it establishes a foundation of continuity that is ongoing and changing. These interpersonal patterns, called IPs, known as Tom's Interpersonal Patterns by Carl Tom, are a way of helping human beings understand by describing what has been seen and how we interact interpersonally with one another. There are known patterns that take place consistently between people. It involves our communicating behaviors and feedback responses that determine the parts we play in these relational patterns found in human interactions, couples, families, etc. Here we Today we're briefly reviewing them and their function and of how they can be helpful to us when there is a problem issue in our relationships that we would like to change. There are 6 IPs as follows, and they are as follows. PIP. PIP deals with problematic behavior interactions. That means it's the problem that is happening in the relationship. The next one is HIP. It acts as a remedy of healing PIPs, the one I just talked about, or it helps to lessen the impact such as by using things such as forgiveness and insight. It helps act as a healing agent. The next one is WIPs. It is the wellness interactional pattern, which makes up healthy relationships, such as, and it uses things such as appreciation, and giving affection. The next one is TIPs, which is a transforming interaction pattern. What it does is it changes a PIP to a WIP, which is the wellness one, which is a goal that most people are trying to get to. It can happen through a counselor's intervention, or which is what I'm doing now, giving you a tool that's an intervention. These patterns are going to be used as a tool to a client, yourself, as a TIP, which is it transforms the relationship, the PIP, the issue in the relationship, the PIP, to a WIP. It assists in doing that. So that's what a TIP does, and the T is for transforming. And it can come from the client as well. The client situation can help to transform a PIP to a WIP, something that you do, such as asking and disclosing your concerns. That helps transform the PIP. The more we know about the more we know about your concerns, the more we can use that information to help transform the PIP situation on its way to a WIP, wellness interpersonal pattern. The next one is the DIP. A DIP is a deteriorating behaviors in an in an interpersonal pattern. The DIP means something, you're falling back to a PIP. You're going back to the problem situation. You maybe had improved, but now you're going back to. So that's what a DIP, deteriorating, means, going back to the PIP. from maybe an improved situation that you were in once before, but now you're in you're going back to the PIP problem, the problem in interactional pattern. And this can actually happen by accident from the client or counselor. Uh, Hopefully, it doesn't, but it could happen that way. Or it can happen between the people that you're interacting with in the family unit, family system. Finally, the sixth IP is FCIPS, and which is a social, cultural, interpersonal pattern. And these patterns are based on it's a helper pattern, and it's based on your beliefs and your values. This helps explains and helps recover differences between the people in the relationship that they didn't even know that they needed help from until a crisis event came up. And so that's what it's used for, to help discover these things that are causing a PIP in their situation. But then it will also be used to help them to come together and resolve that situation, to bring them to a WIP. And these are the PIPs, the IPs, I'm sorry, these are the IPs that are used and can be used to help people with their PIPs in, their presenting issues in counseling and family and marriage counseling, to help them overcome places that they have issues at, or where they may be feeling like they're stuck. They don't know what to do, and they're looking for a way to turn it around to a good outcome, a successful outcome. And so that's what the Tom's interpersonal patterns are for. And these are the things that we will be using to work with as tools for your situation, Tanisha, to see if we can help get you from your PIP to a WIP, to a better place, a wellness place, a place of wellness in your interpersonal patterns of relationships with your family, within your family system. So, and we will end there today and pick it up from here next week. Thank you for coming. If there's any questions, we can review them, and we'll be reviewing them, but I want you to take the paper and just read it over, and that way you'll be ready with questions or anything like that when you come back, and we can show you how you can begin to apply it to your PIP, okay? The purpose that you came in for counseling, the problem issues, the presenting issues that you brought to counseling with. Thank you. You have a great day. Bye-bye.